It's Stu here. It's Thursday afternoon. I'm up here for a solo overnighter. Spent the night here yesterday. Before I left home, I looked at the weather forecast and it wasn't looking too good. And I ummed and ahed, and I decided to come up. But driving up, it was black as the ace of spades. It was raining. And I thought, what have I got myself into? And I didn't think that I'd get in up the track because the start of the track is quite slippery when it's wet. So I went around to Richardson's Creek, and just so happens there's a bridge there which, when the showers came, quite heavy showers, I took shelter under that, but had a bit of a scratch around in a few crevices for the afternoon. Wasn't getting a lot, just a lot of fine, no, not a lot, but some fine stuff in about 3 crevices that I worked. So I pulled the pin on that and I came back round to Major's Gully this morning, and yesterday afternoon I worked Bedrock Alley. I'll show you a shot of that shortly. Worked about 4 or 5 different crevices and I'll show you them, and got some decent gold and a nice little picker. I'll show you that later. Anyway, while we've been up here, I've been umming and ahhing about something, and sometimes gold is right under your nose. And I've ummed and ahed and thought about this area here. Now this area is a pit that was mined in the 80s, and he was mining where the good gold was. So the size of this pit, he would have got some good gold out of it. Anyway, there's that rock bar in the middle there, and I've ummed and ahed whether I should check it or not. Anyway, this afternoon I thought, bugger it, I will. So right there in the middle of the shot, you can see what I've done, and I'll show you the first 2 pans, literally 10 minutes to dig them out. 3/4 of a little red bucket, a little 10 litre bucket. So I'll show you those photos, and yeah, it's funny, some nice gold in that. So I'll get back to it. So here we are at the start of Bedrock Alley again, and I'll show you what I've done this morning. I'll crack in there, got some nice 2 little coarse pieces out of that, and another little section there, got a lot of fine but coarse rough gold, I should say, and this crack in here. I had a bit of a dig in there. There's a quartz vein going through there, you can see, and probably got a half a dozen fine but rough pieces of gold. I mentioned this hard pack in the previous Bedrock Alley video, and I did a bit of a scratch in there, but there was nothing in there. And then just over here there's another little bit of a pocket, literally 5 minutes work, and there was 2 rough coarse pieces of gold about 2 mil in size. Yesterday afternoon I had a bit of a scratch in there. Someone else had started it, but it wasn't finished, so I finished it off. It's been there for about before Christmas, so I took the liberty. And then as I was doing that, I saw this, and it was covered quite literally up to the brim in cobbles and gravel. Anyway, as I dug down, it literally went down ages. And out of there I got that nice little picker, almost a nugget I'd say. That was about it. Right there was where that huge slab in Bedrock Alley I told you about, might be some good gold under it. Before Christmas, Warren and I came up and we managed to heave and shove that big slab out of the way with a couple of crowbars. Wasn't a lot in there, and then I came back and did a bit more, got a bit more out of it. And then the following week Warren came up with a friend and moved the slab right out of the way and finished that off, and he said he only got a little bit out of it too, so there wasn't a lot under it. Anyway, I'll show you where I've been working today, and I got more gold in 2 pans in this spot than I have all morning, and it's just up yonder. So here's the spot I hummed and ahed for quite a while, not today but for a couple of months, to have a look at. Measured it to Warren a couple of times, so you can see where I've been working in there. Literally 4 pans, half pans, so two full pans. There's a bit muddy down there, but anyway, so potential right along here. That's where we had to go to pan. There's the pit, Bedrock Alley in the distance, so probably 100 metres to walk to carry the pay dirt to pan it out, which is no big deal. After all, it's exercise. Exercise is good. Alright, second pan from that spot I just showed you. Not bad at all. Not too big, but nice. So I'll have a bit more of a scratch, and I'll tell you how I go. So this is the 3rd bucket. I've already just panned the first half of it. It's only a little 10 litre, and I don't know if that's coming out. The screen looks a bit weird. Maybe my battery's going flat. So first pan, 3rd bucket.